Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Stock, and in this video we're talking Tesla because I just can't help myself. I'm way too excited about the Investor Day coming up with the details of Master Plan Part 3. Still something that I want to know the details of it, and so I keep on scouring the internet looking for different clues that we have, and I found a few things and I wanted to share those with you in this video, so check them out. We'll also talk about some of the price action we see and what I expect to come up, looking at the charts for Tesla, turning it into real opportunity for those of us looking to either make a trade, make an investment, whatever it happens to be. So help yourself out by looking down in the description, click on the link for Moo. It'll bring you to this page. You can open an account, sign up, deposit some money. $100 or more gets you 7 free stocks. $1,000 or more gets you 17 free stocks, including AI, which, man, oh man, have you looked at the chart recently? And BBAI as well. So 1 share of each of those guaranteed using my link. $100, 7 free stocks. $1,000, 17 free stocks. Also, while you're down in the description, check out the link for the Patreon to get more access to my commentary, my Patreon exclusives, and access to my community in my private Discord. With that said, let's get on to talking about Tesla. All right, so the first big thing, Tesla Investor Day. So here it is, Tesla's YouTube channel, and make sure that you find the right one. As a matter of fact, I'll put the link for it down in the description for my video so that you can get over to their channel so that way you know that you're in the right place. They have 2.34 million subscribers, so look for that if you're finding it on your own. If you're not, use the link that I'll put down there for you. And it shows you here, Tesla Investor Day, Giga Texas, March 1st, and it's live in 45 hours. That's March 1st at 4 p.m. So I can't wait. That's as the market closes, we go right into the next round of excitement for Wednesday. So couldn't be more excited. Let's move on from there. So I found this post going back to, let me see, June 9th of 2022. So this is a while ago, and it says Elon Musk reveals what Tesla's Master Plan Part 3 is about. So even though we don't get the details, we at least get some indication of what to expect here. So it says Master Plan Part 3 is about achieving very large scale. And I'll tell you what, I made a number spreadsheet. I'll share that with you in this video for what they mean by large scale. As a matter of fact, it just scratches the surface of what Elon means with large scale. So it says in order to shift the entire energy infrastructure and transport infrastructure of Earth. So he's talking about massive shift, and thank goodness he's the CEO and not me. I don't know that I've ever dreamed this big in my life. So it's pretty cool what he aims to accomplish. And I'll tell you what, if he didn't already do with Tesla the things that he already has, and not only that, but we also have not only just the EVs, but also what he's done for energy, what he's done for rocketry, also what he's doing with Neuralink. Like, there's just so much that he's into, and really it's incredible to watch it synthesize over time. But anyway, back to this. So it says there has to be a very high scale to make that shift in the infrastructure, energy infrastructure, transport infrastructure. And then it says if we work backwards, that's 300 terawatts of installed capacity in vehicles and stationary battery packs to achieve that tonnage from a mining and refining standpoint, but also in a sustainable way. And really, I'm really, that sustainability is very key to me. And we know that sustainability is a big thing to be able to not only keep the company going, but in a bigger sense to keep the entire world going in a way that doesn't necessarily have the same damage that fossil fuels might. So sustainability, I think, is a very key word there. So down here it says, must then summarize what's Master Plan Part 3. How do you get enough scale to actually shift the entire energy infrastructure of Earth? So I can't wait for those answers to come out from Elon, and hopefully we like what we hear from him. Now, there is another article that was put up today on Yahoo Finance, Tesla Investor Day, 3 things to watch. And one of them is the long-term expansion plans. This is what I've made my spreadsheet about, showing you what it takes between now and then to be able to hit that $20 million per year target by 2030. And it's no small feat just in the EV space alone to make that happen. So that's something to watch out for. And achieving that sort of build out, that also means that there needs to be a lot of power, a lot of battery packs to go into it. And so as Elon has speculated, 12 gigafactories will be needed. And like I said, I have that in my spreadsheet in this video. I'll share that with you as well. So expect to hear more about the expansion plans on Wednesday. Can't wait. So there's already 5 right now, possibly 2 more if we hear about Mexico and Indonesia plants. Tesla has already made the big ramp for the gigafactory. So this would be a matter of just expanding on the idea that they already have. They already have the blueprints down. They know about how to make rapid expansion. They just need to make that expansion happen. So that would take them up to 7. They'd be over the halfway point getting to those 12 gigafactories. The last thing here is the Gen 3 platform. So the Generation 3 platform, cheaper robo-taxi car. So the scale at which he wishes to build. So putting those cars out, putting them at a cost-effective price that's really going to reach out to the masses, that $25,000 to $30,000 EV is also going to be critical in Tesla moving forward from where they're at right now. So we really want to watch as that build out happens. And I just wanted to share this because this really ties in with the spreadsheet that I keep talking about, and I wanted to show it to you. And it says that it's about 100 gigawatt 406080 cell factory, 4680 cell factory with capacity to produce enough batteries for 1.5 million light duty vehicles annually. So in my calculations, that's the number that I used when you look at the 20 million vehicles, is referring specifically to the light duty. It is one of the limitations that you'll see in the spreadsheet, or that I want to make you aware of in the spreadsheet. It doesn't cover the Cybertruck. It also doesn't cover the Tesla Semi in there, which is going to be part of that 20 million figure that we have. So switching over to the numbers spreadsheet that I was talking about. So here's 2022. This is a factual production number that we have here. The rest of these are all projections, if you will, all estimates based on what needs to happen. I'll talk about how that was calculated. But so that's 2022. The net annual increase. So this is over 400,000 more than were produced in 2021. And according to 100 gigawatt hours, equaling about 1.5 million light duty. That's where I came up with the 91 gigawatt hours in order to make that possible. So that is a calculated number, not a factual number for that one. So moving on from there, 2023 right now is projected for 1.8 million. However, if we're going to make that 20 million by 2030. So I used a little bit of algebra based on 2022's numbers and making it, since that was our last factual number, the rest are projections, and then making it to the 20 million by 2030. So did a little bit of algebra for that one and worked backwards. Found out there's the 40% compounded annual growth rate that we need in order to reach that 20 million. That's 40% increase in EVs from Tesla per year in order to get there. So if you check it out, by 2024, we need pretty much twice the production of what we had in 2022. That's just next year away from us. And when you look at the next annual increases that we have, those numbers start to get eye-popping as well, that by 2030, there needs to be not only 20 million, which is an incredible amount of EVs made from Tesla in order to make that happen, but that's still 5.7-ish million more vehicles than what were produced in 2029 in order to get there. So if it's a straightforward ramp where we see that continual compounding of 40%, 40%, 40%, these are the sort of numbers that you can expect from Tesla if they meet their targets. Now, as far as gigawatt hours needed, that also has a sharp ramp to it as well. So they need to get their gigafactories moving. And so I wouldn't be surprised if we had that announcement from Tesla about those gigafactories in Mexico, Indonesia, and, possible future sites would also be nice to hear about, because looking at these numbers for Tesla, not only to be able to make them, but also have them sustainable. And if they have it in their verticals where they're the ones producing the batteries, instead of having to outsource and making it cheaper for them to have those materials, also getting a hold of doing their own mining would also make that cheaper. They need to get a move on, because by these numbers, by this ambitious plan that Elon has set forth with these projection numbers, it is absolutely no small feat. Finally, I want to take a look at Tesla's price action recently. So you can see the sell-off that we had through 2022. You can see the ramp up, that huge run up that we've had from January 6th onward. And then we get this nice little wedge pattern going on here that when I talked in my live stream with Stock Moe on Saturday, hopefully you watched it. If not, the link for that is also down in the description. I said, we're going to have to watch and see which way we break out of this thing. It did have a slight bearish bias. I wouldn't be surprised if it did move up leading up to that investor day. And so now we see it dragging upwards, right now closing at 207 in the after hours. It did kind of move around off that number a little bit. So we'll have to see where it goes. So to get up to 217, now mind you, we just had about a 5% run in the market. That would be about another 5% to get up to this previous high that we saw, this most recent high, I should say, with Tesla. And then if we were to make it up to the 200-day simple moving average, that'd be pretty much another 2% on top of that. So that would have to be a 7% day tomorrow. We'd have to have the market at our backs, and we'd have to have some really big excitement going for Tesla. We don't see igniting volume coming out of here, such as what we had back here on the 27th of January, that was much bigger volume. If we saw that same volume over here, where we broke up above that top line that I have for you on the wedge, then we could consider a true, real big conviction breakout. We just don't see it happening yet. So I think that this is a little bit of hype that we have leading up to Investor Day, and I do anticipate that we're going to get a sell the news moment. Either we could get it late in the day Tuesday, we could see it on Wednesday prior to market close. We're just going to have to watch. All right, so let me summarize. How do I see things going from here? I think we're going to get big news in terms of gigafactories. I hope that we get another model mentioned for building out that scale, and that path towards that $25,000 or $30,000 EV would actually also be very illuminating. What is Tesla going to do to maintain their margins or increase their margins? We're going to have to listen as that takes place. What else are they going to do to secure the raw materials that it takes to make the EVs? Because that is a ton of them. And then don't forget about just the storage, the power walls, and also the commercial storage from Tesla as well, solar panels. Like, those are all things I can't wait to hear. There's so much that I think is very exciting and incredible for Tesla. Just can't wait. As for their near-term price action, we could see a little bit more of a pop. If we do, and especially if it's a low volume pop, we'll probably see a sell the news event also take place, which could drop us back down, close to that 200 line, maybe even drops us a little bit shy of that, maybe down to that 195, 190 mark. We're going to have to watch. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if in the after hours on Wednesday that we heard some sort of news that allowed Tesla, like if it really sparked excitement, that we could really see a further surge. I don't know if that's going to happen. That's just something that I wouldn't be surprised to see if it did. I'm not putting out my guess that it's going to, because I just don't know. But I will say that if it did happen, I'd be like, well, yes, because that was really big news. If it doesn't happen, it's because we didn't see news that's really immediately exciting and sparks that sort of really big retail investor interest, or possibly even hedge fund institutional interest in Tesla further than what they already have. So those are my thoughts for the day. If you guys want to hear more of my commentary and see more of my Patreon exclusive content, check out that Patreon down in the description. The link is there waiting for you. Also, the link for Moomoo. Sign up, get your free stocks. You're paying yourself while you're also helping support this channel. I really appreciate not only the support that you've given, but also the time that you've given me. Hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe button if you would like to see more, and the notification bell to be notified anytime that my videos come out. I am Dr. Stock, Doctor of Education. We'll see you in the next video.